water signs, it's Suzanne with Sunny Force Tarot. How are you today? Just here to do a little daily reading for you. Okay, so this is for water signs: Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All right, so I'll just let you know, I'm using the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Autumn Sky Morrison. Okay, beautiful deck. And a lot of you have been asking me what decks I've been using lately, and I'm sorry that I'm not better about that. All right, so water signs, what is going on for you today? Let's see. All right, and just like as usual, all three of the messages in some way might go together, okay, for a greater message, or they might be individual. All right, so we'll just see. This could be what you need to hear today, what you need to focus on in the next 24 hours, or what's coming your way. All right, so let's start right here. What do we have? It says, release the dark wound, let love live. Okay, so there is maybe some wound that you have, or some deep, dark, issue that could be affecting either love coming in or a current connection. All right, so let's see what that's about. Okay, whoops. All right, so let's see. We have the Chariot. Look at that. So we have literally two messages here stating, this is saying let love live. This is saying move forward towards, what makes your heart sing. So that in order to do that, right, there's probably something that you need to leave behind. All right, so what is that? What is it that, what is this dark wound? Eight of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups. What else? The Lovers. Okay. So for some of you, I feel like this is about abandonment. Okay. You might feel like you were abandoned, and I feel like that could be the deep wound that you carry. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. That's a tough one to let go of, especially if there was no closure. Okay, so, but I feel like at the same time, there could be, we have the Chariot, which is about moving towards your heart's desire, and we have the Lovers here, which is about, there is a connection. There is a connection here with somebody, and not only is there a connection, but there's a significant attraction. But Lovers is also about a choice, right? So it's like you can choose to be in this dark energy, maybe Eight of Cups, somebody might have left you, or you're in the energy of fear of somebody leaving you right now. And it's like, I feel like the message for you here truly is to let the fear go. Just because maybe you have had an experience of somebody abandoning you doesn't mean that the next person will, doesn't mean that the person that you're with will. But when you're in that energy, right, that can be, it's like that might be the energy that that might be the energy that you connect with. A lot of people do that. A lot of people get stuck in a certain energy and they identify with it. So you could be labeling yourself as not worthy or easy to abandon. You got to stop that. You definitely have to stop that. because it feels truly like something wants to come in here. What do we have here? Does this go here? Listening for the truth. Okay, so I feel like, we're seeing, we're getting a glimpse of what the truth might be for you, what the dark wound or the energy that you're trying to leave behind, that might be part of your truth. You identify with it, so that's what you draw towards you. What is the real truth here that Spirit wants you to know about? Look at this. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like it's, I feel like a romance angels card just came out. It's like saying it's safe for you to be with whoever it is that you're connected to right now. It's safe for you to have feelings for this person. 3 of Pentacles is about coming together. So listening for the truth about, do you truly want to come together with this person? It feels like there's a mutual attraction, and it feels like it would feel good for you to move in that direction. Let's see. What do we have? 7 of Cups. Okay. But the universe is saying, you know what? It's your choice. 7 of Cups in the Chariot. Very similar energy. Okay. And Lovers for that matter. There's all kinds of choices here. You can choose to be in the energy of the past, which, people aren't perfect, and a lot of us choose to be in that energy sometimes, identifying with, what did we do wrong? What did we do wrong that somebody abandoned us? What's wrong with me? That's a question that everybody asks at some point. Everybody gets into those, into those dark places, right? Where it feels so dark and, it's hard to get yourself out of that. But it feels like there's something that's trying to pull you out of that energy, and it might really be, a fear or a pattern that you're bringing into relationships. If, just like if you get fired from a job, the next job, if you bring that energy of being fired, it's much more likely, and people pick up on it. People will pick up on it. That feeling of unworthiness will come out in you. And that's the vibration and that's the frequency that, people at that new job pick up on. If you don't feel worthy of that job, why should they feel that you're worthy of that job? Okay? And it's the same thing in connection and relationship. Everybody gets rejected, okay? Everybody at some point in their life gets rejected. Some people, it happens more than others. But if you want a positive to look at from, it would be, it's kind of proof of manifestation and vibration. Because a lot of times if you have a serious worry, like if you have a serious worry of abandonment, that seems to find you, and, so if you've had multiple instances of this, there's your proof of the law of attraction and manifestation. Think about if you had been thinking that you only attract positive connections to you. If that was your main thought, if that was your main vibration, chances are you wouldn't have necessarily attracted those situations. And it's not to say that it's your fault at all. It's just to, give you awareness that truly what dominates your thoughts. And, it's a really interesting activity to go back over your life and think about what you think about. and what has happened in your life. And, if you're somebody that, expects the best, usually you're going to see the best in some form or fashion. If you're somebody that expects the worst, guess what? So let's see what else. It says you have choices around whether or not you want to come together with this person. There's somebody definitely in your, in your vicinity here. Okay, 8 of Wands. So this card here is about listening for the truth. And 8 of Wands, communication. So I feel like what you're hearing in your head, okay? I feel like that's the communication that you need to listen to. I don't feel like this is communication from anybody else. I feel like this is communication that's trying to reach you within to really deal with this, issue, of possibly having been rejected or abandoned, with no closure. That can be difficult to deal with, but you have gotten through it. All right. What else do we have here? Diving for light. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. So release the dark wound, let love live. Let love live within you. Be love. Be the love that you want to see in your life, right? Listening for the truth. Again, I feel like, you have a lot of choices. You can choose to be, in a connection that feels like it wants to come in. This could also be just identifying that you were left by a lover, okay? And you might be dealing with that right now. That's okay. Diving for light. What is this about? That's good. Whoops. Two of Pentacles. So, I feel like this is saying, there's a decision to be made here about, how you move forward. Do you move forward going back towards the darkness? Do you relive those situations? Do you relive, how horrible that might have felt? Or do you choose diving for light, which is just a choice? It's literally just a choice. I see, sometimes I'll see a negative comment, on my channel, or for that matter, on any channel. And you can really, I feel for those people. I really do, because, they must be in a very dark place sometimes. And, I sometimes I will respond to those, sometimes I'll respond to those comments. I try to throw some love their way. But it's like on some level, they're choosing to be in that energy, and when you're captured by that darkness, and you've probably experienced it yourself, where, you don't want to hear any positive stories. You don't want to hear the positive. You don't want to hear, a bright outlook. You want to wallow in darkness. And that makes you unpleasant to be around. That makes you unattractive. That makes you a lot of things that you don't want in your life. So the quicker you can get out of the darkness, no matter what's going on, and dive for the light, the better. But it's your choice, The universe isn't going to beat you up for staying in the darkness. The universe is still going to support you. It's still going to have your back. It's still going to push you towards what it is that you want. Okay? It might take some time to get out of that energy. But there's a better choice. There's definitely a better choice. Let's see. Magician. And you're in control of it. You can make the magic happen. When you're in that energy of light, it's like when people experience it, they know it. Suddenly things get very easy. And I think easy is universally attractive. So it's like, why not choose easy? The easier path is the path of light and love. It really is. Versus choosing the darkness, complaining, being a victim. Okay? One more. 4 of Cups. Okay. All right, so 4 of Cups is the breakup card. You may not be ready, okay? Let's just say that. You may not be ready, but in the 4 of Cups, even though you might be stewing, you might be looking at the negative aspects of what happened, I do feel that there's something around you that, the Ace of Cups always lingers in the 4 of Cups. The 3 cups that are empty, that's the past, okay? That's done, that's over, and it's highly unproductive to focus on it when it's all said and done. Ace of Cups lingers there, so there's somebody that is around you that wants to offer that cup. I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if you're ready for it. I don't know. Let's see. One more card. The Star, Aquarius. All you have to do is literally look up and, see what's around you. If you're in a dark place, okay, what comes before the Star? The Tower. Something might have just happened that was unexpected, okay, in relationship, or with somebody that was close to you, or somebody just stopped calling or stopped texting, or just kind of randomly moved out of your life. And you could get yourself caught in such a trap of trying to figure out why, when it's like, you can do that and that's okay, but there's another choice, and that's the choice of choosing yourself, trying to find the joy in your day, and realizing that so many times rejection and abandonment has nothing to do with you, okay? Has nothing to do with you. And so many times the person that does that, especially if they ghost you, or if they just stop talking, or they disappear, they have a lot more to live with. They have a lot more to reconcile than you do, okay? And if you think that person doesn't hang on to, an energy of not closing that chapter, they do. You know what? Let's just pull 3 cards as to what the person that rejected you is going through right now. Okay, what they're going through. We'll pull another oracle card because I feel like some of you need this and we want to address it. All right, so what is this person going through? Let's see. Look at this. Faith in process. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the person that you're dealing with really doesn't trust the universe, doesn't have a lot of hope beyond what goes on in the physical world. Very unawakened. All right. So look at her. Look at how, there's despair there. This is why I wanted to do this. Look at all of these beautiful cards you got and look at what they got. So part of why, somebody might have left you was to help them build some faith. Okay? They might be, look at the number 32 breaks down to a 5. Okay, 5 is about change. There's something within them that needs to change. Meanwhile, you know, you can choose to feel badly if that's what you want to do. But I feel like Spirit is saying there's a lot of good here for you. You know, and this person needs to deal with their own stuff. Okay? I mean, that's how I would feel right there. If, you know, if I just dropped somebody, or, you know, if I was nasty or mean about leaving somebody behind. That is how I would feel. So it's not surprising to me that we're getting that card. Okay? So what's this person going through right now? 2 of Swords. Okay? So something important with that is they still feel like they have you as a choice. Okay? Even though they're blocking their heart to you, they still feel like you're a choice. Okay? And I'm not saying that to, you know, for some of you that might be reassuring. But even though they did this, okay, they still feel you're an option. What else? 5 of Cups. This is what this person is going through right now. Okay? They're experiencing loss and a lot of sadness. Okay? So 4 of Cups over here. Yes, you know, you're focused on those 3 empty cups, but guess what? So are they. What else? Queen of Wands. Okay, so Queen of Wands, I feel like this person is really trying to put on a happy face, okay? They're trying to present to the world that they're perfectly okay, that nothing has bothered them, this situation doesn't bother them, you know, and they're putting on this face. So if this is what you're seeing, okay, just know there is a lot more underneath the surface that they're not showing, okay? You might be doing the opposite. You might be showing what's underneath to other people, okay? And, you know, when you're alone, maybe you try to avoid this or avoid thinking about this. So both of you are dealing with it, you know, in different ways. But it feels like, you know, you might have been released from somebody that, you know, really, you know, is trying to find themselves in some way. 2 of Swords clarified by 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles and Emperor. So 7 of Pentacles, you know, remember I said that they still see you as a choice, okay? They're contemplating what's next for them in their life, okay? And the Emperor, I feel like this is, you know, what are they trying to control here? I feel like they're trying to control their persona to the world. What are they trying to control? 9 of Swords. Okay? This affected them much more deeply than you know. Okay? And they're putting, look at this card right here is the only card of light in all of these cards here. 9 of Swords. This person, you know, thinks a lot, beats themselves up, tells themselves worst case scenario stories, trying to find faith. I don't think they're in that realm at all right now because of 5 of Cups. There's a lot of sadness there, but they're putting on their mask every day and going out and pretending like nothing bothers them. But it does. All right. Water signs, this is what I have for you. if you're looking for a deeper personal reading, certainly reach out to me. I do have a special this week for water signs and earth signs, and all the information you need is in the description box below. If this is your story, I'm sorry. You know, hopefully for most of you, it's not your story, but I think, you know, I think that there's a lot of good here. You know, some of you might want to know, you know, is this person going to come back? You know, I feel like there's definitely that possibility, but I feel like the important thing here is, you know, for you to focus on what or anything that makes you feel joyful or happy. They're less likely to come back when you're in that dark energy and feeling unworthy, okay? Because you're completely worthy. And this person knows you're completely worthy. They know it. They wouldn't have been with you in the first place, or they wouldn't have, you know, you wouldn't have had the connection in the first place if they didn't think you were worthy. You're always worthy, okay? I feel like this person is going through a certain process more for them and for their growth, okay? You might have come, you know, across their path at a specific time where they needed to learn something. Maybe you need to learn something too, that abandonment or rejection has nothing to do with you, okay? All right, loves, that's what I have for you. I hope you have a good day. For those of you that are struggling with this or maybe having a hard day with this, chin up. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right. Much love.